should still be. Okay. Come on. Okay. And now we're gonna see teammates facing up against each other in an epic semifinals match. So the other semifinals match will be between Spiff and Feldu. I don't really read PMs on Challenge A. I didn't even know really they had those messages. I have 0 messages. Oh no, I have 2 actually. Um, yeah, you have to message me directly on Steam because that's just not gonna work. I it didn't even show up when I clicked on that down menu. I had to go in a special place to see it. Sorry. All right, so once again, we are in the semifinals match between OSS Ori in the top, playing as UEF, Orange UEF, and Dr. Crazy, who is blue Aeon. Both players are starting with air, as you'd expect on this map. This map is very airy. Gonna get 3 pigeons straight off the bat. Oh wow, that actually was pretty good from Ori. I don't know why he's going back. He got all the information he could ever hope for. And he actually dodges that anti-air turret. Pretty interesting. Wow, very good. Now if he could... Oh, Crazy isn't even scouting with his. Very good. Ori has a really good start to this game. Ori's starting to get land factories, as I expect Crazy will be doing as well. Ooh, a transport. Man, this is gonna be very interesting. Crazy still doesn't have a radar. Building 2 land factories though, so that's going to be pretty good. Yep, as I expected, it's going to be MMLs. And probably the target will be here. I don't see any other target. Interestingly, Crazy has been building his land factory. Oh, I see. He's building them such so that he can protect against air. That Crazy is actually, he's not getting bombers, so that is interesting. But he doesn't know that Crazy has stopped his air production. In fact, if you just see these on your radar, you think they're air factories because these are kind of standard position for air factories. So it's going to be very interesting. And I think Crazy must expect this. It is moving way too slowly for it to be anything else. These two planes, interesting. What are they going to be doing? Yeah, as I expected, he's changed his routes to here. So this is still going to do very good damage, but it's not going to do in as much as it could have if Crazy has not noticed this. And oddly enough, he's not focusing down this this mechs. Oh man, he's not even gonna get the mechs. Oh, oh, he is gonna get the mechs with the last shot. That's I don't know. I don't know if that was intentional, but that was pretty good. Meanwhile, we see a PD push from Crazy. Should be a radar on this factory. Nope, no radar. And Ori, oh man, he might go down here actually. Yeah, this is probably going to be a loss for Ori. He's not even. Oh well, he's. Neither player is microing in crazy space, and Ori's still being hit by that PD. Man, one more shot on that. One more shot. Both the factory and the PD go down at the same exact time. Well, Crazy's gonna get his health really low here. Oh man, Ori, what are you doing? You really gotta stop. Stop and repair, stop and repair. Man, that was a pretty good game. I would have loved to see it go on longer, because this has been very interesting here. So that is 1-0 for Dr. Crazy. We're gonna move into our second game. Which should be on Seraphim. Yes, there is the 2v2 finals are coming up next. Right after this semi-final. Ooh, that's weird. All right. Hope good thing is that no one has disconnected this time. All right, so in the right, I mean left. God, I don't know my directions. We have OSS Dr. Crazy spawning as a blue Aeon once again, and in the bottom right, I mean just in the right. Again, can't tell my directions. We have OSS Ori spawning as an orange Cybern, and my map is for some reason messed up, so I'm just gonna close it. Ori starting with 3 land factories. This has really big potential in doing some damage, but the problem here is that run bys are really hard to do because of these choke points. Oh man, this actually might play nicely for Ori. Dr. Crazy doesn't notice this. Indeed it should. He does not, or Crazy does not notice this. Well, I bet he notices it, but he doesn't acknowledge it yet. Both of these factories are going to be going down here, which is pretty good considering the circumstances here. Land factory going up, but it's way too far to be doing anything about this bottom path. This engineer should be able to die. Although, that PD should come up in time. Yeah, that PD should come up in time, no problem. I was really excited about this, actually. I'm going to be like, Ori is going to get in to Crazy's base. That would have been cool. Microing nicely against that PD, but in the end, not really working out. Ooh, tactical missile launcher. Interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting. Interestingly enough, Crazy's first shot went at that bot right there, which is a fail. Oh, now I think they're right. No, they're still not right. It's weird. That mini-map is screwed up. PD coming up. Ori is, however, en route to adapters, so the switch shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, and indeed, I think though that's an adapter, isn't it? No, it's not actually. What do we have here? More loyalists. Nothing here. Oh, it was an adapter, sorry. So this ML won't be as, well, actually it already did pretty good damage. Four adapters should be able to shut down that ML, no problem. Actually, two are doing it just as well. so that's fine. But Ori has switched his target to this mech, which is very wise. Could take out this radar as well. Ori, what are you doing? Oh boy. Fail on Ori's part. Gotta back up now. What exactly are you doing? Oh my goodness. And losing his MLs. Wow. Wow. Not Ori's day today. Oh, and his commander actually, yeah, that's right, because he pushed straight into PDs. It's going to be really hard for Ori to come out of this, since he is 3 mechs down. Yeah, GG. And that puts Crazy in the final. So I'm just going to take a really short break and come back with the 2v2 finals. Stay tuned.
Alors alors Alors, qui dit études dit travail, qui dit taf te dit les thunes, qui dit argent dit dépense, et qui dit crédit dit créance, qui dit dette te dit huissier, lui dit assis dans la merde, qui dit amour dit les gosses, dit toujours et dit divorce, qui dit proche te dit deuil car les problèmes ne viennent pas seuls, qui dit crise te dit monde, dit famine dit tiers-monde, et qui dit fatigue dit réveil, encore sourd de la veille, alors on sort pour oublier tous les problèmes. Alors on danse, 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 alors.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the 2v2 final game 1 on Powderhorn Mesa between the bosses and Team Anbel. And it is worthy to say that 3 of the 4 players are from OSS. Alright, so on the top-ish, right-ish side, we have Team Anbel. Oh, sorry, not Team Anbel. Team Bosses, played by Orange Aeon, OSS Ori, and Brown UEF, OSS Dr. Crazy. Their opponents are Annabelle Supreme as Red Cybern, and Annabelle / OSS Cat and White as White Cybern, hence White. Anyway, all jokes aside, let's watch how this unfolds. All players are starting with land, interestingly, but I imagine that is standard on this map. All players grabbing backward mass extractors. And this time my map is not messed up, so we can use it well. MML's coming out for Ori. Interestingly, because when I saw double Cybern, I was half expecting a huge Cybern bot push. Instead, they're playing it more passive with oddly enough, a research station coming out now, of all times. Cat and White is actually going to push straight into Crazy's base, which is very, very interesting. And Supreme is leaving his base. I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't see this as a good idea. PD push? Huh. That's exactly what's going to happen at this point. It's too late for this. He needed to do this earlier in order for it to be more effective. Alright, this mass extractor should go down. And both of these players should really be pushing now, at this point. Cat and White might as well just sacrifice his base at this point, because it's just free RP at this point. Alright. It's all in this push. Will it succeed? Ori has started reinforcing Dr. Crazy, and not very good Commander Micro at all. Taking out the radar. Understandable. I don't see this working well. Oh, a PD coming out. Yeah, but now Ori's free to attack Cat and White's base. This just all Crazy has to do is stall. I don't like these sort of strategies because it's a 50-50 on the attacking side, but it's a certain win on the guy who has his opponent who left his base. Because it's always easier to defend than it is to attack, even if it is two players against one. Excuse me. That being said, Amble is actually getting good damage off here. And this map is really large, so PDs aren't really going to be a huge factor. And that tank, will that tank go down? Nope. There's a PD out here. Not sure. I don't think Amble should be pushing into this. I don't know what he's doing exactly. Yeah, that's not gonna go well. Trying to establish a base here, but smartly, Ori's gonna take out this mass. Hopefully he will notice this engineer running for his life into a dead end. You have a little push into their base, but Ori is actually all by himself here against two ACUs. Supreme should be assisting Cat at this point. Yep. I don't know what he's doing. Cat and White should be going towards Supreme, towards his shield. Yep, there we go. Good. Both of these ACUs should be working on taking out something. Oh boy. Cat and White is in trouble here. He's gonna get under that shield though. Barely. That was their only real chance of winning there. Now it's 2v1. It's really like 3v1 because it's basically 1.5 base versus half a base. Not even half a base. No way this is gonna work out. And that is GG. Just a weird, odd strategy that is more likely to fail than to succeed. And against these two good players, just very unlikely that would succeed. Very unlikely. Nevertheless, it was a really good game. So let's move on to game 2. I might wait for Spiff here. One second. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to do this one in that case. Hopefully this will be an Ann Bell win so that we can go into an interesting game 3, hopefully. But this map is truly unique out of the set that has been played throughout this tournament because it actually has water. And water is actually very commonly used. Almost all the mass points are accessible from water, except the ones on the inside. And there's only 4 of those. So, in the top we have Team Anbel, played as White UEF, Cat and White, and Anbel Supreme as Green UEF, going for that naval factory. They are going up against OSS Ori, playing as Orange UEF, and Blue Cybern, well, the only Cybern, the only non-UEF, OSS Dr. Crazy, who's gonna start with 3 land factories. And an interesting thing to point out too, that as the game unfolds, it's actually very hard not to use water in this map because it's so easy to blockade these 2 points from ground, and there isn't very much room for air to be bombing everything because it's mostly for in one space. So this naval factory could actually be uh, a game changer here. But as we can see, Ori is actually getting a naval factory of his own. But it's going to be all about who's going to win that land factory. I mean, land. Oh, God damn it! Naval war. First radar for Cat and White. And we now see Cobras. I don't think Cat and White is going to be expecting that. And he is also going naval, which is very, very interesting, very odd. I do not like that choice against Cybern at all. Tired much? No, not really. Is it pretty low? I'm sorry. Alright, there's going to be a cruiser war. Yeah, cruiser war. They should both be keep on moving, and Dozy old bugger. Yeah, you're right. I don't have Spiff with me or girl. Just kidding. Oh man, this micro. Let's see if this micro will work. It's working so far. And I think Supreme might actually have an upgrade on his naval because he's, oh god, move. He's doing quite a bit of damage. Now someone should start submarines, I feel like. Can't even see that. Wow. Um that's interesting. You can't see naval production. And there is actually submarine. That's gonna be a game changer here in the Navy. Alright. On the left, meanwhile, Dr. Crazy has managed to do quite a bit of damage to Cat and White. There's absolutely nothing for Cat and White at this point. Nothing at all, no units. Oh man. Looking pretty grim for Cat and White. That tank should really finish that one bot. This is sad. This might be actually over here pretty soon. Yeah, there's just no way. There's nothing that came out from that land naval factory. And this, again, there's problems with rally points all day today. This submarine is going somewhere it's not supposed to be going. First, cruiser goes down. Actually, no. My bad. Sorry. And, oh, this might be a draw, actually. Interesting. Yep, that's a draw. Sorry, I did not see what was going on the left, but I was more interested in this naval battle. And this should go down here. Actually, both of the players should have surfaced their submarines. Submarines are really good. Oh, a submarine goes down and a cruiser goes down. Oh boy, this is pretty bad. Okay, these guys should really be pushing with their naval. Very interesting game. Well, Supreme could have really done something about these. He's just giving off free research points at this point. Kind of pointless PD going up here. I mean, Ori's in retreat anyhow. There's really no point in continuing. Oh god, so sad. Oh boy, another submarine goes down. How unfortunate. Really should retreat this submarine. He's trading very wisely, and Ori is not targeting the damaged submarine, which is very, very unfortunate. 4 submarines versus 3. Not one has died for an Supreme. This might be a draw. I would like to see a draw here. I would love to see this map replayed. I don't think this is going to be a draw though. Both of these players are making severe mistakes. Oh my god, rally point fail on everybody's part today. Oh no. No, don't give up. I don't know what these players are doing. This is still anybody's game, in all honesty. If Supreme isn't gonna get hit by his, well, actually, no. I don't think this is gonna be Green's game at all. Actually, there's still a chance. There's still a really good chance that Green can pull this out. He has two cruisers. He really should be using this. He won naval. I don't know what he's doing retreating with these guys. He could be sniping all of this mass, and he could have been right back into this game. He's doing good. If you could just focus the commander down, he's not doing the damage he needs. Okay, finally gonna finish off that one mass extractor. Really should be using his navy. It's such a big advantage at this point. Just sad. Very sad. This could have been a draw or a Greens win. I wouldn't go there. Come on, don't go there. Don't. Good. Just finish off these mexes, just retreat, and you should be good. There's MLs coming. There are MLs coming, and there's nothing that Supreme can do at this point. This mass extractor needs to go down. Okay, it is gonna go down. Good. There's 6 submarines coming though, and there's only 4 submarines for Supreme. Oh man, his forces are split too. Disaster. He really should surface, or he really should surface. Nice fake on that. 1 for 1. I don't know what he's doing retreating with his I don't know. Pretty sure this is game over. Supreme really should just force a draw at this point. Or try to force a draw, because there's no way he can fight this out. Yep, there's a severe submarine loss on here. Really, or he can restart his cruiser production at this point. There's really only 1 tank here. Oh boy, this is bad. Can bring his cruisers over here and take out this PD. Would be interesting thing to see. Just try and force a draw at this point. No, not even gonna be a draw. Sadly, it could have been. that shield. No, this is not gonna be a draw. Alright, congratulations to Ori and Crazy on winning the 2-2 tournament. Wasn't as exciting, but definitely had its turn points and interesting parts. Alright, so that's that. And I think we're going to do the final for the 1v1 now.
Et là tu dis que c'est fini, car pire que ça ce serait la mort. Quand tu crois enfin que tu t'en sors, quand il y en a plus, eh ben y en a encore. Et c'est la zik ou les problèmes ou bien la musique. Ça te prend les tripes, ça te prend la tête, et puis tu pries pour que ça s'arrête. Mais c'est ton corps, c'est pas le ciel, alors tu te bouges plus les oreilles. Et là tu cries encore plus fort, mais ça persiste, alors on chante. Alors on chante. Alors on chante. Alors on chante. Et puis seulement quand c'est fini, alors on danse. Alors on danse. Alors on danse. y'en a encore. Eh ben 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 y'en a encore. 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 선어해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선어해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선어해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선어해 그런 선어해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선어해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선어해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선어해 근육보다 사상이 울퉁불퉁한 선어해 그런 선어해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 뛰는 놈그 위에 나는 놈 베이베 베이베 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 뛰는 놈그 위에 나는 놈 베이베 베이베 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 You know what I'm saying 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일
And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The drift the love we share. This is why we're waiting for. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share. This is why we're waiting for. This is what we're waiting for. This is what we're waiting for. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share. This is why we're waiting for. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share. This is why we're waiting for. In my mind, in my head, this is where
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the match for third place, which looks like it's a Cyber Mirror. 1v1, we have OSS Spiff going as Blue Cybern and OSS Ori as Orange Cybern. Both of them starting with some land factories. Although Spiff is going for 3, while Ori is going for just 2, but with pretty big mass expand. ML's coming out for Ori. We have seen him do this quite a bit actually. First MML. Spiff is getting some loyalists. Oh, and on this map, yes, of course, Cobras are going to be very devastating if they can actually get here. Now, Spiff doesn't even have a radar yet. Well, he's about to, but he needs to pick up on this ML coming very soon. Be interesting to see where he chooses to go with that. Which way? Actually, he chose to go this way. Oh man, this is going to be pretty bad. He does not know that these are Cobras. This might turn out to be disastrous. First ML is arriving. Surprisingly, oh no, he is focusing that one. First mass extractor goes down, but these two MLs are gonna die. So actually a pretty even trade, once you think about it. Two MLs for one mass extractor. But then again it's not, because that is time that Swift could be mining. And this engineer should be rebuilding this as fast as possible. And Spiff actually has an advantage now because he has been on 3 factories for a longer period of time. He should be able to see this and just push Ori. Oh, and there's actually 4 factories for Spiff, so yeah, definitely he should be pushing. As long as he doesn't slip up in his micro, he should be a-okay. And seeing that Ori has gotten Cobras, Spiff can really grab any other upgrade, um, any upgrade he wants. And he knows that there's a rate of fire on these bots. Now we do see some Brackmen, but those could be microed against. So those Brackmen aren't really doing anything at this point. Both of the players should be focusing on bots, not tanks. Oh man, Spiff taking quite a bit of damage from those Brackmen. First bot goes down for Ori. 4 bots have already gone down for Spiff. Those bots really need to. Oh god, massacre. This mass extractor is still not being rebuilt. Probably not enough mass, but I mean, it's only 40. Interesting. 4 of Land Factory going down for Ori. Really should watch his micro spiff. It's actually a really bad position here for spiff to be microing against. And these Brackman shots will hit. Spiff loses one more bot. And Ori has complete control of this game with all this mass for free. Mass Extractor still not being rebuilt for Spiff. He's trying to get Brackman of his own, but most of his units are actually in the red or blue. I mean, what blue? Are you retarded? Red or yellow. That Brackman shot might hit. Nope. Oh, it did hit one. Really should micro. Watch out. Ow. One more bot goes down. Now it's pretty even at this point. Although I don't agree with the choice for adapters. There's not really a need for adapters at this point. Spiff has gotten, what are they called? Brackman. And Brackman are pretty easy counter to adapters. That's exactly why it's such a good strategy to go P-shields against Aeon, is because they don't have any artillery. Oh man, none of the Brackman shots are hitting shields. It's really bad. Oh man. Ori. Watch it. Oh man, snipe. 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 Beautiful by Spiff. Beautiful. And that's game 1 to Spiff. Really abrupt ending. I thought it was going to go on for a little bit. Anyway, game 2 here. No game up yet. There we go. Game 2 is of course on Kyle Labs. Pretty interesting map. Trades are very interesting on this map because you basically start over. That's true on any map, but there's really nowhere to expand. So if you do trade, it's as even of a trade as on any map. More even than any map, I meant to say. Alright, once again, welcome to the game 2 of the match for the 3rd place. 36 points are on the stake here. And in the right we have OSS Spiff spawning as a blue UEF. And on the left we have a mirror match once more. We have OSS Ori as orange UEF. So yeah, once again, the winner of the whole tournament gets 200 points, the second place gets 120, third place gets 72, and fourth place gets 36. And that is used for future seeding, at least in OSS, for future tournaments, and will be used in PA So those people that really complain about getting hard matches first game could really not complain about that anymore, because if you win tournaments and you're supposed to be getting those points, you're supposed to be getting to the finals, you're gonna get a good seed. Or at least a fair seed, not a completely randomized one. And you get a bonus just for playing, because 0 points is better than not being registered at all. So everybody who played here today will get to will be participating in the ranking. Well, actually, that's not correct. Um, it's up to 16th place, but there are 16 players, so everybody will get some points. Unless I'm completely screwing it up, but I don't think I am. So everybody will get at least some points. So both players have chosen to open air. It seems that somebody lost the plane already. I didn't notice, but it was probably Spiff. Both players are trying to expand forward, and I imagine both of them are going to be trying to grab land, as Spiff has already done, but he's going to be at a disadvantage because his land factory is behind the hill, or the wall, or whatever this thing is supposed to be. Spiff already has a radar, however. He will see this unit coming up. And Ori's going to try and establish a base here and push his ACU, which is interesting as well. Ori has started getting MMOs as well. Air is pretty fairly even at this point, I would say. Third land factory for Ori, while Spiff can't even get his second land factory. That's interesting. Why is there such a big mass difference? Don't see a reason for there to be a mass difference. Oh, I see. There is a research station here. Okay, that's the reason. Okay. Those MMOs are really going to be proven useful here. Swift should pull back with his tanks, yep. Those MLs are going to be pretty nasty here. Let's see. I think there should be a shield coming out, but I'm not sure. Now there's an even trade. Yep, there is a shield. Now there's an even trade on the tanks. Oh, Spiff's tanks get the first shot off and get one tank. Ori's doing a nice job placing his commander in front of his tanks, something Spiff should really do before he loses his tanks, but thankfully Ori's tanks are focusing down his commander anyways. 2 tanks have gone down for Ori, 1 tank down for Spiff, but Spiff's ACU is very critically damaged, and Spiff is not bringing up more tanks. Because his land factory is still paused. That is going to be devastating. Spiff really has nothing to defend with. Yep. The most he can do here is force a draw. Force a draw, Spiff. Oh my goodness. These players are killing me. Could have been a draw. He had a research station here, so he could have grabbed 1 or 2 stars on his commander. Really traded well. Keep moving. Alright, well, that's 1-1. At least there will be a dramatic game 3 for us to enjoy. So I will see you there in a couple of seconds, hopefully. Okay, welcome to the final game between OSS Dr. Dr. Crazy, OSS Ori and OSS Spiff. OSS Ori is spawning as a UEF, orange UEF in the top, and Spiff is spawning as a blue Cybern in the bottom. I am using my iTunes library. That's what I'm using because I am a good citizen and I buy my songs. Whoa, what is going on there? Ori's going crazy. Hi, crazy. I imagine he's spelling. Artist names. Yeah, sure. I'll do that later. Hi, Kra. Or is that Kira? I can't really tell because there's a dot here. Alright, meanwhile, meanwhile, in the actual game, um, Ori has gotten a bomber, something that not many people have been doing against Cybern. You should really grab a bomber first as UEF. And Spiff going to be grabbing a research factory, so classic polar respond to an air open. Yes, it is crazy. Hi, crazy. Eh, smiley face. How cute. Anyway, I think it would be way more epic if he actually got to build it, but regardless, let's see what's going on. Oh, that's my build. JK. Oh man, those bombers did not get a bomb off on that engineer, and Spiff should actually, yes, exactly. Good. Good. Nothing in production so far, just one anti-air tower. And looks like Ori's going to be following this up with a classic land push. So far, Spiff is playing this very to the T. Don't know how you say it in English. Very textbooky, I guess. By the book. Gonna have trouble with mass here pretty soon, though. Actually, no, he shouldn't because he hasn't been producing a single thing. Should have an upgrade on this radar. Ooh, nice follow-up. Interesting. There's a transport filled with some MMLs. I'm not sure how many. I imagine it's one though, because I can only see one. Um, there's a third research station going up for, excuse me, Spiff, and this is gonna do some damage. Very interesting. Should really control K this. Oh, too late. Oh, there was 5 in here. Wow. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Once again, we see Spiff giving up kind of prematurely. But I find it very strange that he has paused all of his production. I don't know what he's doing. Very strange stuff is happening here. In Dr. Crazy's face, or on his face, however you want to say. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, probably a forfeit. Sadness. Oh, that was weak, Spiff. That was very weak. That was very, very weak. I'll be right back with the finals, guys. I need a little bit of a break. Was it really a draw? What? How was it? Whoa. Was it really? Alright, let's roll. Oh, my bad, guys. Yeah, there couldn't have been a draw, or he must have controlled Cade. There's plenty of health on that ACU. Well, I guess we should have replayed it because it was kind of a weak game. Alright, regame. OSS Ori as Orange Cybern against Green Spiff as Aeon. Traditional color for Aeon. Interesting he chose green this time. Ooh, very interesting indeed. So Ori is opening with air. Kind of odd if you think about it against Aeon. But we shall see. I've seen Spiff do this on countless occasions before. This is his new build for the new DLC. And I must admit that it's actually sort of like an update to the meta. It is a very meta-ish build, but at the same time it accomplishes a high amount of land. And after this, yep, he's going to be pushing onto that hill. And I have no clue what's happening.
Commander destroyed.
Ori disconnected? So that's Piff's win? All right, regame number 3. Okay, I am back. All right, so regame number 3, we have OSS Spiff spawning in the top this time as blue UEF, and on the bottom, once again mirror for the last game, we have OSS Ori spawning as an orange UEF. Both opening with air. Interesting. This bomber, now opening against UEF with a bomber is actually not a smart idea. And there's a wasp coming up for Spiff, so that will be easily intercepted. Let's see what's the second one. Second item is also a bomber. Perfect timing on this wasp. Free RP for Spiff. For the most part, exactly the same build. Even the same amount of energy generators and everything. Just different on what they were building. Now, I wouldn't scout. Well, I guess that's fine. But you're gonna trade wasps. I mean, wasp for a bomber. But a bomber does cost more, so. Spiff can win this. Oh boy. Yeah, that was quite bad micro on Spiff's part. And Ori's gonna get free mass. Yep, exactly. Hmm. I have to admit, UEF MMLs piss me off the most out of any MMLs there are. They just do. I don't know why. because they're so strong. Alright, once again, Spiff has the advantage in tanks. All he has to do is take out the MMLs. Focus fire on the tanks instead of the ACU. Crate and Ori has actually not been doing that, so both of these players are focusing down each other's ACUs. Would love to see, yes, exactly, good. See, that's not what you want to do. You want to place your ACU in front of your tanks. And not like that. That was bad. That was bad micro. Bad. Although, Ori is pretty low health. If... Oh my god. Spiff. Crying out loud. Another draw, most likely. Almost likely a draw, unless Spiff has grabbed Honker. Oh, it might not be, actually. Definitely a draw. Actually, might not even be a draw. Oh, dear me. Oh my god. I'm speechless. Speechless, just nothing to say. See you in the finals.
When you walk my way, I feel a rush come over me. It's the things you say that makes a rush come over me. I never was too good at following rules. Nah, I'm better just pretending I was the fool. All day, all night, I got the lights in my eyes, and I'm falling for you. All day, all night, I got the lights in my eyes.
User joined your channel.
You say that makes a rush come over me. I never was too good at following rules. Nah, I'm better just pretending I was the fool. All day, all night, I got the lights in my eyes, and I'm falling for you. All day, all night, I got the lights in my eyes, and I'm falling for you. All day, all night, I got the lights in my eyes, and I'm falling for you. Keep cool, stay young. I'm just having my fun. With the lessons in love. Looking up, there's always sky. Rest your head, I'll take you high. We won't fade into darkness. Won't let you fade into darkness. Why worry now? You'll be safe. Hold my hand, just in case. And we won't fade into darkness. Fade into darkness. No, we won't fade into darkness. Fade into this world can seem cold and gray, but you and I are here today, and we won't fade into darkness. No, we won't fade into darkness. Nothing to fear but fear itself. We'll be okay, just keep the faith, and we won't fade into darkness. Fade into darkness. No, we won't fade into darkness. Fade into
Microphone activated.
And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is why we're waiting for. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is what we're waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sparta. No, I'm just kidding. It's the final of the OSS Patch Party Tournament for 1v1. It is between FV, or should I say FVR, because it's not technically FV, Feldew, and OSS Dr. Crazy. It is a Cybern versus Cybern. There's nothing to be said about this, other than that both players are doing land. And other that we are going to enjoy this game quite a bit, because there's random lines being drawn in the center of the map. And because Sparta is Sparta, death is death. And Crazy spelling out Hi Ori on the screen. There's nothing to be said. And some weird smiley face. Alright. You know, if you spell it like that, you can't really read the smiley face that way. There we go. Both players have opened up with one land factory. Both are expanding. This is a Cybern versus Cybern. To the death. Best out of 3. And yes, there is no space. There is no MLs, because MLs are for pussies.
User left your channel.
Who uses MMLs? No one. Two bots against two bots. An epic showdown to the death. Who will prevail? It's the final, everybody. If you haven't gotten the drift, Feldew is in the left, Dr. Crazy is on the right. Feldew is trying to flank with two bots at the top, coming back because obviously Crazy has seen this, and there's absolutely nothing at the top. 3 versus 3's land factory, with the fourth being placed for Feldu. Economy quite even at this point, but I guess I agree with Dr. Crazy with pushing rather than building another um, land factory at his base, although he has to place down another one soon. Feldu is oblivious to what's going on the top. These bots will be caught, and Crazy should micro. Oh man, Crazy missed his micro. Regardless, there's nothing going on the bottom. Second bot goes down, but it's an even trade so far. Crazy really should have taken this. And it's fairly even going out. Very even. This one bot will finish off this bot here. We see Brackman for Feldu, and Crazy has built another land factory. Let's see if Crazy can micro his bot. Nope, he cannot. His bot goes down. His harass is over. He needs to pay attention to the Brackman fire, and if he does, he will actually have a big advantage over Feldu. Both players placing their ECUs in front. Now Dr. Crazy is sort of wandering out. And Feldu is focusing on the commander. Interesting. And this might be a draw, actually, since Crazy is fairly low health. And it will not be a draw. Very, very, very delicately played by Crazy, who actually got Honker at the end. Very good. Alright, game 2. Once again, we are in the second match of the OSS Patch Party tournament. And I must say it's been not a party at all this death, all this massacring. The only thing we haven't had is genocide, in fact. And now, introduction to the players we have on the right. Etil Aeon, FVR Veldu. And on the left we have OSS Dr. Crazy as Blue UEF going with an air factory. Both players are going with an air factory because air factories are the way to go. And something weird is being spelled this time. Noob. Yes, you are a noob. You're a very newbie noob. Newbie noob who likes to do newbie noobs with newbie strategies. What would be a... What would be... Never mind. Been thinking too hard about that one. Alright, first scout is on the way. Actually might catch this oh yes, he's gonna catch Feldu's airplane. Oh, oh god, this micro. Crazy. You could have had his plane. Very well microed by Feldu, I must say. Okay, you gotta catch that. Oh! At the last second. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But Crazy is gonna lose his second plane. That's for sure. Alright, so that didn't go as well as it could have. Second air factory, which is actually a surprise to me, but considering that Feldu does have two factories, that's, I guess, standard in this situation. Would be interested to see transports in this game. That would be very interesting. Indeed. So far, no action. Both players going for a research factory. Well, there's something I don't know, I guess. And it must be said that Crazy does have an advantage so far. Let's see. Most likely we will see. Oh, that could be quite devastating, actually. He needs a land factory as soon as possible. He needs to see this ACU. Imagine as soon as he sees it, he'll plop it down. Or at least a PD of some sort. I guess it is too late, since Aeon does have quite a considerable range on its PDs. What I think Crazy should be doing at this point is taking out Feldu's air. That would be quite interesting. Really, this factory is not going to kick in, until about a minute. Yep. Gonna continue building that. It just depends what Crazy has put his research into. He did put one into Star. Crazy did put one into Star, and I confused a bit here. Okay, airtime. Interesting. Interesting. What is this? A heavy point defense? This could be a draw. Engineer coming to repair. Air fight is quite equal. But now Crazy does have an advantage because he just won air. Oh boy. Son, this looks like a 2-0. This looks like a 2-0 penetration in the behind. GG Nav. Oh, but there is an ACU upgrade on range. Heavy point defense going in a place where it doesn't particularly make sense, but then again, there is no threat at all. There's bombers coming out at this point. Double anti-air gun on the factories. And if only you could kamikaze your wasps, wouldn't that be a perfect world? Long range PD. And now we wait. I wonder how long until nanites. Putting Felju into the red once more. Just need some MMLs, which he already has. And Felju is gonna attempt a last resort PD push. Oh boy. I think needs to watch it here. Oh, Felder, you gotta watch your PDs, man. Watch your MLs. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is so wrong on so many levels. Oh, that PD just goes down. What has been going on behind? Feldu has stopped his air production, which is a big blow since he did build those two air factories. And I think we can safely congratulate Dr. Crazy on his win and 200 points. And that engineer is going to go down, or not. Or not. Maybe Crazy just will just completely push into PDs. Why not? I mean, that's such a pro status move. Nah, just kidding. He can afford to. He can really afford to do anything at this point. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and that is indeed how this was. Congratulations, Dr. Crazy. You have once again um crazied this bitch up, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know? Under 10 minutes, this game has been over. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I will go offline momentarily, but I will be back for an FFA with quite a bit of these players. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and see you in PA and Supreme Commander.